Hey, pick 'em pop, big gun Brian Petrie, giving out the lot. One is mortal, you know it won't miss. Gonna take a shot, dog lot, that's the underdog. Yeah, they in the hunt, send them home, that's KO or submission. Yeah, somebody done, slime ball, yeah, that's the parlay. We gon' make it known. Pick 'em pop from MMA takes, yeah, let's get it going.
It's finally here, baby. I finally get to talk about what I've been teasing for a couple weeks now. I'm so excited to finally unleash the news to you guys, give you a breakdown. I'm going to have a little sheet to read, and then I'm going to give you my own testimonials, just freestyling, right? Tell you what I truly think about it and how special I think this product could be. So without further ado, I'm not going to tease it any longer. After I do the announcement, we're going to get to the picks. But right here on the screen, 3punchcombo.com, baby. 3punchcombo.com, also known as 3PC. Okay, 3PC is going to be the new face and the new home for MMA. The fight game has a new home, boys. 3Punch Combo is the ultimate digital MMA community, built for fans, powered by fighters, and designed for real connection. 3PC will always support the fighter's journey while creating the kind of access that real MMA fans crave. Here, fans will engage, debate, celebrate MMA directly with real fans and athletes themselves. No media filters, no big tech companies getting rich off the conversation, just pure fight culture, raw, real, and interactive. Fighters own their narratives, grow their fan bases, and unlock new revenue streams beyond the cage. Fans get inside. Fans get the inside access they've always wanted. Authentic conversations, behind the scenes takes, and unfiltered insights straight from the source. Boys. So what we're talking about here, is an MMA community for hardcore fans, for casual fans that want to be hardcore fans, for people that aren't even casuals yet, but they want to dip their toes in. It's for all MMA fans, right? And we're going to have direct access to fighters because fighters are going to be encouraged to sign up because they're going to get a little bit of cash, incentives to grow their fan base. There's going to be exclusives on there for fighters. Maybe a fighter, I'm just ripping off the top of my head, maybe a fighter, if you want to, I'm not going to name any fighters right now because there's so many that we're trying to get. But say your favorite fighter, maybe he's only going to announce a fight on 3PC. Say your favorite fighter goes, I'm gonna have a watch party with some of my biggest fans, right? Maybe do it via StreamYard or Zoom or whatever. You get to watch the main event with your favorite fighter, right? Exclusive t-shirts, exclusive deals, all through 3PC. And on top of that, you get to be in a community with MMA fans, hardcore MMA fans, have debates, have discussions, and get rewarded with those, right? With 3PC, everybody starts off as an amateur when you post, right? Amateur status, and you work your way up to pro, veteran. I don't know any of the titles. These are all working titles, but pound for pound best. And then everyone gets a cred score. You're posting, you're debating, you're having a good time, you're replying, right? You're intelligent with your argument, you get a cred score. And that cred score can be used in the future to maybe purchase a exclusive t-shirt, to maybe get something from me, right? Because I'm a big part of this situation right now. It's limitless. It's endless. There's so many things this way can go. We're on version 1, right? Version 1 of this. 3PC, 3-punch combo. It's on the screen right now. I could not be more excited about this. I was approached, little backstory. Kenny Florian goes, hey, you got to meet my buddy Russ. I said, sure. He goes, he's got a great idea. I think you're the man for it. Can I give him your contact information? Sure. I meet Russ. Russ is a very successful guy outside of this, but he's a hardcore fan, right? A very intelligent guy, very successful in his own business. And he goes, you know what? I'm a hardcore MMA fan, and I want to get back to the community. I hate all these sites that are cluttered with ad space, cluttered with everything. You're trying to navigate a web page through your phone. You're trying to navigate even on the computer, and there's just ads jumping out of your ass at you. I don't want that. I don't want all that shit. I want to create something for MMA fans and for fighters. And he pitched me this idea, and I loved it. We got hopped on a Zoom. I loved it. His brother, Andrew, also very super successful, started his own business, very smart, very intelligent guy. Him and Russ and his brother are both spearheading this, Andrew. And this is their creation. This is their what they're kind of almost giving back to the MMA, because these guys are hardcore fans. These guys are the real deal. Ever since I was introduced to Russ, we've been texting nonstop, pretty much every day, just about fights, about maybe 3PC, but whatever, right? And I don't really like people right off the jump. I'm not the most, but meeting hardcore MMA fans who are passionate as I am, are dedicated to this, and a guy who's willing to put his money literally where his mouth is and go, I can create something for MMA fans, for fighters, that's going to benefit everybody. And that's what 3PC is to me. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be limitless here. It's going to be, right now we're in version 1, that the ideas are going to keep coming. Obviously, we're going to want feedback from the community, but it's launching next week on International Fight Week. And if you look at the thing on the screen, there'll be a link in the bio or description, of this video. You click that link, you sign up. The first 200 people you get to join a wait list. The first 200 people get free for a year, right? Tell them BP sent you. There's no option to do that. Just tell them in your head, right? Tell them BP sent you, and free for a year. $5 after that if you want to sign up to support the community. It's going to go a long way. That's a cup of coffee a month, or in my case, 2 Mountain Dews, the nectar of the gods a month, right? That's nothing. And there's a lot of fighters that are behind the scenes right now. A lot of the smarter people besides me are working on getting some of these guys in here, and they all seem very excited, enthusiastic about it. And just to talk about me, because I don't want to talk about anybody else, talk about what I'm going to do. Let me share this screenshot with you real quick. This is what we're looking at. This is going to be version 1 of 3PC. This is what you're going to see basically on the landing page. You got general MMA discussion, right? So we're going to have different posts. It's basically like a steroided version of a forum, right? And all these ranked posters, and here's your credit score, and all the top users get ranked, bro. That's the best part. If you're contributing and you're being a good sport, and you're adding to the dialogue, and you're bringing different point of views, and you're liking things, you will be ranked. Who doesn't want to be ranked? I've never been number 1 in my life at anything, bro. I want to be number 1. And then look right here. I'm so flattered that it's part of it. So general MMA discussion, you post, reply. It's so fluid. It's so easy. The AI, the UI, whatever they call it on this, I'm not a tech guy. I didn't build it. Trust me. It's flawless. It's seamless. It's perfect. Right underneath that, if you guys see that MMA Takes podcast companion, I'm going to have my own forum-like thing where we can talk about everything from the show. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten DM'd over just even the past months where guys just kind of want to talk, maybe not gambling or maybe not certain things. They just want to talk about, like, hey, what do you think about Umar and Merab? Do you think Umar's got another shot? They're asking me these questions, and unfortunately, I can't get back to everybody, and I sometimes don't when I don't want to really get into this huge dialogue with somebody via DM. But guess what? I'm getting in the dialogue here on 3PC. This is where all my giveaways are going to go. This is all the exclusive stuff I'm going to have is going to come from 3PC and the MMA Takes podcast companion. I told you guys I will never put my bets behind a paywall. I'm going to pick every card just like I normally do, but I'm going to have special bets, special parlays, special everything in the MMA Takes podcast companion app. I'm also going to give like I said, my giveaways. I'm also going to be like, hey, I can have 10 people watch this main card with me. Who wants to sweat out your bets with me? And if you sign up, boom, I'll send you a StreamYard link and we can watch fights together, right? Sweating out our bets, and we can stream it live on YouTube, X, whatever. Or if you don't want to go live, you want to do it private, we can do that. Again, it's endless, it's limitless, and I can't fucking wait. Look how gorgeous this UI is right here. It's unbelievable. The guys behind the scenes, the tech guys, the guys who are really working on this have done a wonderful job. I've seen videos of it. I went on a Zoom with Russ the other day, and he was showing me how seamless it is on computer and on mobile. You guys will be blown away by how fun this is and how cool it is. And there's so much more that I'm not even getting to that I'm going to get to next week with Russ and Andrew, because next week, the brothers duo, the guys who spearheaded this, Russ and Andrew, they're coming on the podcast next week, and they're going to give their origin story on how they started, how they want to do it, why they're doing it, and it's really good because I've heard this story. I bought into them because I know an MMA fan when I see one. I know a hardcore fan when I see one, and these guys are it, and they're in it for the good reason. You don't want to go to a site that's ad heavy that was created by Viacom that is trying to get a couple bucks because MMA was cool back then, right? We're not doing that. This is for MMA fans, for MMA fighters. It's created. It was spearheaded by diehard MMA fans, and I'm just honored and privileged that they reached out to me. Thank you, Kenny Florian, for making the introduction. But just see what's going to be in store. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see what's in store for this. Again, we're on version 1, and I'm already fucking excited. So again, to repeat, just a quick topic. I know I'm getting excited, right? I know I'm getting excited. I'm getting ahead of myself. Click the link. Sign up, join the wait list. First 200 people get a year free, right? Year free. Remember, in your head, tell them BP sent you. Next week, we're doing UFC Topuria Oliveira picks. But on the same show, I'll have Russ and Andrew on, and they're going to give their story of why this started. And that's the week it's going to launch. So it's not live yet. It's going to launch next week, International Fight Week. And boys, I can't wait. I'm going to be heavy on it. Heavy on it. I'm going to be in there just posting every day, right? You want to debate Big Gun. You want to go head for head. You want to do whatever. Let's go, baby. I'm there. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not staying on business. Let's go. I just heard that expression. But listen, the key values of this place. Supporting the fighters' journey is a core element from the start. Fighters have the ability to grow their fan bases with the real ones. They unlock new revenue streams outside the cage. A portion of the proceeds goes directly to the fighters, right? So fighters are streaming. Fighters are, doing meet and greets. Fighters are doing promos for different businesses. And this is just an extension of that. We want fighters to be a part of it, and we want them because MMA fighters are so accessible. Name another major sport where a fighter or an athlete or a superstar is accessible as MMA fighters. You can't get to LeBron like you could a Justin Gaethje. I mean, I'm not comparing them their status wise, but you know what I mean? Like LeBron, sure, he has social media, but he don't read anything. Probably somebody running for that. Like, you want to meet Justin Gaethje, you want to hang out with Justin Gaethje. He's a real guy. He's a real person. And I think that's what separates MMA fan bases with maybe the NBA fan bases, right? Yeah, sure, a kid might get tossed the headband at the end of the game, but MMA, you could sit down possibly with 3PC and be watching a fight in your own city with a fighter that is connected to your city. You know what I mean? That is something that, again, this is limitless. It's endless. It's going to keep growing. It's going to keep getting better. And we have right people behind it. I can't tell you how many times I've turned down money, turned down opportunities. And it literally came down to me going, no, I don't believe in this at all. I don't want to poison my audience. I respect you guys too much to just send out stuff so I can get paid $150 a month or whatever it is. And trust me, those things have came a lot. The minute I sat down with Russ, the minute I got to know Russ and Andrew is the minute I go. And not to mention, it's just a great idea. I'm in. I'm with these guys 100%, right? I'm with them 100%. And the fact that they believe in me to spearhead this, because I'm not the biggest in the game. I don't have the giant numbers of some of these other guys. I'm on Anakin Florian, which is fantastic. I think I'm the best in the world. You know what I mean? I got the confidence. I think I'm the best in the world. But for their confidence in me is unbelievable, unmatched, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I haven't been this excited about something since I got the Anakin. This might trump getting the Anakin Florian gig. It might trump it. It's very, very close. But go to 3punchconvo.com. Refer to it as 3Punch, refer to it as 3PC. We don't know. There's a lot. We don't care. I mean, there's a lot coming, right? There's a lot coming. It's going to be unfiltered fan connection. No algorithmic gatekeeping. Fan engaged directly with each other with fighters through threaded forums, Q&As, and behind-the-scenes content. Again, that is limitless. I can be anything with these with fighters. And we have fighters lined up ready to do this. Not going to name any names. Big names, and you will enjoy it. So hop in, click that motherfucking link right now. Fans earn fight cred. Find out the most knowledgeable and find out who the most knowledgeable and influential fans are, from insightful posts and respected debates to helpful answers. Actions earns fight cred to push fans up the ranks, unlocking special perks and recognition along the way. That's what I love. If you're an asshole, boom, see ya. Don't want you, don't need you. But if you're engaging and you want to debate, you go, no, Khabib's not to go. I got Johnny Jones to go. Here's why. And you have a threaded post that's fun, that's interactive, and other people are chiming in. Your fight cred is going to go up, baby. I love that. New fighter revenue stream. 3PC gives fighters a platform to earn outside their fights. Fighter pay is a touchy subject. We're not touching fighter pay. We think fighters deserve all the money in the world. This is just a way, an extension from them to make money, just like they do streaming, just like they do with all these other ad deals. This is going to be essentially that. But the only difference from us is we are directly connected to the hardcore fans, and the hardcore fans are directly connected to the fighters. There's no middlemen. There's no Twitter. There's no, did he see my post? You have direct access to fighters that are going to be a part of this. And you have direct access to other hardcore fans. I can't tell you, one of the best things about doing what I'm doing, I've been doing it for 5 years. I have over 500 episodes, is meeting the people I've got to meet along the way. Sure, I got the Elliott gig, which is amazing, but I got Timbo, I got Christian, who are dear friends of mine. I got Joe and I got Mitch Zuck, who are newer friends of mine, but they're awesome guys, super talented guys. Obviously, now Russell and Andrew, who are part of me, who are the CEOs of this, it's incredible. And that's because of MMA. That's because of my passion of MMA. And that's where it starts, is the passion. Don't ever let anybody tell you it's wrong to be obsessed with something. I'm obsessed with this. And this game, this life, everything. Don't ever let anybody wrong. If you're an obsessive MMA fan, this is the place for you. You can tell my voice. You can tell the way I'm talking. I'm passionate about this. This is everything I think it's going to be and more. I can't wait. Beta launch International Fight Week. The beta launch will happen on June 28th. And the first 200 people to sign up receive 1 year of premium access free. Sign up at 3punchcombo.com to join the wait list. That's on the screen. That's in the description, baby. Woo! 16 minutes. I went 16 minutes on that. I was wondering if I could do it for 10, right? Do a quick 10 and be like, cut that. That's what we're doing. That was 16 minutes. I could go on for 3 hours. I got cotton mouth. I need some fuel in the system. A little can of Coca-Cola. I'm telling you guys, this is such a good idea. And being a part of this is going to be so dope. I would never in my life, and again, you can believe me if you want, I would never sacrifice myself, the integrity of my audience, for something that's not worthwhile, because I've been offered those. I've sat down in Zooms, Microsoft meetings, or team meeting, Google Meet, whatever the fuck, with some people that were launching stuff, and they were nice. No, they were nice. They were generous. They were nice. And the simple fact was, I didn't believe in the product. I didn't believe in the product. I didn't believe what they want me to do. You know what I mean? It's not about money. It's not. I pay to do this, guys. Right? I pay for StreamYard monthly. I paid for all this equipment. Right? I'm getting money from Anik and Florian. They treat me better than I ever dreamed of. Right? They are the most unselfish people in the world when it comes to that stuff. So I'm very, very, very blessed to be in the position I am. But ultimately, for 4 years, I paid for this. I did all this monthly in just building this. And now there's something that got presented to me by two authentic people who are very bright and very intelligent. And I've been waiting to share this with you. I'm so glad I got to share it with you. And I can't wait for all you guys to sign up and see me over there. Again, there's so many ideas I have that I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag yet with this stuff, but it's ever going to grow. It's going to get bigger. And not only is it important for the fighters to be over there, because who doesn't want to interact with fighters? I think fighters and fans, the reason fighters fight is for the fans. The reason the fans show up is because for fighters, right? There's no denying that, but it's also for the fans, the hardcore fans, the casual fans who wants to be hardcore fans, just any kind of MMA fan that wants to be involved with this. You are welcome. And man, I cannot wait for it to launch. I cannot wait for it to be part of this community. You're going to be hearing it a lot from me in these every episode. I'm going to be talking about it. I'm going to have special segments on my show. I might add another show. I get a lot in the burners about this, because I do feel that passionate about this project. I mean, I feel like you can see it. Excitement. I've been excited all day. I was at fucking work, so I had my meeting on Monday. My mother's birthday was yesterday. Happy heavenly birthday for my beautiful mother. Monday, my wife worked yesterday, so Monday we went out to dinner with my stepdad, me and the girls and my stepdad. You know, my wife, my girls, and my stepdad with Texas Roadhouse. Delicious, right? What do they do with those rolls? You know, those rolls are just amazing. What are we doing here, right? Unreal. And we kind of just celebrated my mom. She loved Texas Roadhouse. And then yesterday I worked, but when I came home on Monday night, That's when I had a Zoom with Russ, and he told me I got to announce it on this week's show. I get to finally spill the beans and talk about what I've been teasing, right? And on Tuesday at work, I was really heavy. I was really busy at work, and I've been doing it 18 years. You know, I feel like I can do my route blindfolded at this point. You know what I mean? I'm that fucking good, bro. You know what I mean? I'm pretty good. I was so distracted. I was doing rookie mistakes because I wasn't even listening to podcasts or music. All that was in my head was what I'm going to say to you guys right now about how excited I am, dude. I couldn't get out of my own head about it. I'm like, Brian, you got to focus because you don't want to fucking run in anything. It's one thing to walk to a wrong house, look up and go, oh, this is not the right address. It's another thing to knock shit over, possibly hit somebody. Lock in. Couldn't lock in. I was too excited to talk about this. I almost did it yesterday, but unfortunately I couldn't. So we're doing it today. But goddamn, I'm excited, boys. Thank you for listening to that. Please, 3punchconvo.com. Go sign up for the first 200. You get a year premium for free. After that, $5 a month, a cup of coffee, nothing, right? And it's going to exceed your expectations. I guarantee it. The people that are behind this, they're going to exceed your expectation without a doubt. It's going to be, I don't use this word lightly. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard me use this word. It's going to be epic. Epic, bitch. Epic. All right, let's get to some fights. Oh, by the way, Chicago, tickets secured. Paid a little more than I wanted. It was a fucking fight to get in there, man. We're already 20 minutes in. I won't go into details. Maybe I'll say that story for next week. But goddamn, it was a fight to get in it. But I'm section 103, row 19, seat 1 and 2. I got the end. I'm a big boy. I need my room. I can't sit in the fucking middle. I'm not cramming into the middle like some goddamn sardine, right? I need the end. I need the elbow room. I let my wife be next to some, hopefully we don't get put next to another big boy, then my poor wife is squashed. But if you're going to Chicago, let's link up. I'll be there Friday, obviously all day Friday. We might even have Thursday because my wife loves Chicago so much. So do I. But I'm going to be there all day Friday. Obviously fight Saturday. So section 103, you'll be hearing me say that a lot too. Let's link up. Let's take some pictures, right? Let's arm wrestle. Let's just wrestle, right? Let's just fucking do what dudes do. Okay, first fight of the night. We got Muhammad Usman, barf, plus 142 versus Hamdi Abalawap. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm going to go Hamdi. He's minus 170, but this fight's gross.
Bring her in here, stinking up the joint. Come on.
I mean, this fight's a stinker, right? I think both heavyweights probably shouldn't be in the UFC. Mo Usman's on a 2-fight losing streak, hasn't looked great, but he is athletic, he is strong, and Hamdi he pissed hot. He looked good, taking down Dantel Mays a million times. Wrestler from Egypt, looks stud. He got a big, broad fucking chest. Pissed hot though. Since he's pissed hot, he's just looked okay. Yes, he's undefeated, but he's only 4-0. Usman's not that great, but at plus money, I'm going to take Usman. It's a disgusting pick. It's a disgusting pick of the week. I know I don't think I've ever picked Mo Usman before because I just think he's very, very average. I also think he might be a 205er at heart too. He's a beefy dude, but I think he can maybe make 205, but he's a little bit older, so maybe not. Maybe I take that back. Either way, I just think Hamdi's going to try to wrestle and slow down. I think Usman's going to take it. I think it's going to be a boring decision, right? I think it's going to go to the cards. It's going to be a wacky one. We'll see what kind of judging they got here in Baku. But I like Usman at plus money. I'm going to start the night off with a dog. I'm going back to old school. And the old school is take the dog first. By the way, I saw this thing on TikTok where this guy this is completely irrelevant. A guy had a brain tumor and he couldn't do this. And so the lady's like, if you want to know if you have a brain tumor, do that. And so I've been doing this just all day because I'm a fucking hypochondriac idiot. And was like, oh, I got a headache. What's that headache? And I'm like, I'm good. All right, next up, we got Team-Beckov minus 425 versus Usman. Makum, plus 330. Usman, 15-1. Has looked just okay in the UFC. He really rushes takedowns, and there's not a lot of striking in him. In Tagir, if you rush a takedown, he'll take your fucking neck, bro. Dangerous guillotine. Dangerous chokes altogether. He's a long, lengthy guy with some good kicks on the feet. The number's wide. How do you shave that number? You play Tagir by decision. You could play him by submission. The props aren't available right now. Right now, sitting here, I like him by decision. I don't know if he's going to finish Usman, but I like Tagir by decision. No super strong lean on this fight. If I'm being honest with you, I think it could be competitive. If you want to play the point spread, I think Usman maybe could sneak around in there with some really heavy wrestling. I just don't think he can keep that up for 3 rounds. I think Tagir, better striking, better footwork, does have good wrestling himself. And again, he's dangerous in those chokes. And you're going for a double or single or whatever, and you get your fucking neck wrapped up, you're going to give up that leg pretty quick. So give me Tagir. This is an interesting one. Next up, Irene Alexeva, plus 278 versus Claudia Sigula, plus 225. Both these chicks got mopped, absolutely mopped with Melissa Mullins the last time, who's fighting in the next fight. Both these females' last fight was Melissa Mullins, and they got whopped. Now they're like, hey, they can't get past Melissa Mullins. Let's throw them together in Baku. Sigula, I think, she's from Poland. I think she's got some good striking, typical Polish fighter. Good cardio, good striking, decent wrestling. I just think Arena Alakiseva, is that how you say her name? I can't see. I should put my glasses on. She's the favorite, minus 278. I almost want to take a dog shot here on this female thing, but I just think Sakiva probably has better grappling. I think that's going to separate her here. I think, if Sigula really pushes the pace and really just stays on her feet and really uses her hands and stuff, this could be an interesting fight. She could cash at plus 225. That's not a bad number at all. If you want to play dogs, you know what I mean? But I'm going to go with the favorite. Again, not a strong lean on this undercard right now. I know it sounds like, well, is this guy going to ever give us some picks? I'm going to give you some picks. I'm picking everything, but I'm going to give you some real bets here. Give me Alex Skiva by decision. All right, next up, Daria. This is a fucking name here. Huh? Okay. No glasses. We'll read it. Daria Celelesova. I'm going to say Daria Celelesova. That's not bad. Plus 220 versus Melissa Mullins. Can do that one. Minus 270. So this is easy. Melissa Mullins. 7-1 from England. Is she from London? She's from England. Eh? I like to run the underground, yeah? Spin my quid, yeah? Cheers. That's the only English accent I can do. I like Mullins here. I think she is a finisher, which I love in the female division. She's hungry. She's mean. She's going to get after it. And I think this number probably should be bigger on Mullins here at minus 270. I know she's 7-1. She's still a little green, but I like her game. And I think she's just going to continue to get better. And I like her big here. I think Melissa Mullins by finish, which I don't know what that prop is, but hopefully it's juice. Minus 270, not afraid of it. Almost was a slime ball because I need to prove to you guys that your boy knows chicks still. You know what I mean? I know chicks. But not in the slime ball. All right, next up, Jungyeon Park, minus 198, Iron Turtle versus Ishmael and Nardiv, plus 164. So, who doesn't love the Iron Turtle? You guys fought everyone. He had a nice little run there. And then he kind of stuttered a little bit. He's trying to get back to the nice little run. And I think they're giving him a winnable fight here. I think Jungyeon Park has a really big personality. He's a funny guy. Really good chin, pushes the pace, good in the clinch. If he gets you to the ground and gets your back, his rear naked choke is money. Ishmael Nardiv had a stint in UFC, got cut, went back. Now he's back. He might be one of those guys that really performs well outside the UFC, but inside the UFC, just this is the fucking show. You know what I mean? This is the fucking show. And I just don't know if he's ready for the show. I'm going to go Jungyeon Park here, minus 198. Surprisingly low number. I think just the inconsistency of Park lately, I think is scaring Vegas a little bit. They don't want to load up and give a huge underdog in Nardiv, who does have some skills, right? He could potentially win this fight. I doubt it, but he could. But yeah, I'm gonna go Park. Sorry for that noise. I just threw something away. It was bothering me on my goddamn. I'll probably turn that down. Anyway, give me Jungyeon Park, the Iron Turtle. Minus 198, 2-1. That number will go up. I just got this morning. The number will probably go up, but still 2-1. Anything under 225, 250, I'm playing Park, no problem. Again, almost a slime ball candidate, but we passed on him. All right, next up, Oban Elliott, minus 500 versus Seokyeon Ko, plus 380. Ko's not bad. Ko's pretty good. I think it's KO. The Korean Tyson or something is what someone nicknamed him. He's not bad. They were supposed to fight different people in America, couldn't get visas, so now they're booked here in Baku. Oban Elliott, though, this guy's got a motor that won't quit. This dude just doesn't stop, right? And in his grappling exchanges, he's always constantly moving. He's switching. He's one of those guys like Khabib. Obviously, he's not Merab's level. But if he gets denied one takedown, he's going right back to it. There's no resetting the arms. There's no letting the fucking lactic acid slow down. No, he's going right back to it. The guy's got a motor, and I don't think Ko can keep up with that. I think Ko could land a big shot. Oban's been knocked out before. This is a big number on Oban. And Oban's coming off a nice finish here, and he's looked really good in his last fights. But I just don't think him getting Ko out I don't think he's going to get a finish. So the green fucking hammer, baby, is going to be Osman Elliott by decision. Don't have a prop number on that yet. I'm going to make a graphic. I'll tweet all this out or Instagram it out, all that stuff. But Osman Elliott, green hammer by decision. Hopefully we'll cut that number by that 500 number by significantly. I'm looking at plus money. I'm looking at maybe plus 130 or whatever. I just think Ko is durable enough to withstand a lot of Oban's offense, but I just think the cardio is going to break him. But I don't think it's going to break him enough where he's going to get finished because I think he's tough. Does that make sense? Did I just make sense there? I think I fucking made sense, baby. I don't know why I do that with my eyes. My eyes are. My wife makes fun of me. I have the tiniest eyes. I mean, look at these. This is as big as my eyes can go. They're tiny, right? So when I do that little fuckboy eye thing, it doesn't even look like my eyes are open. No wonder I have bad eyesight. I got little fucking ant eyes. What is going on here? All right, next up, Bogdan Grod, plus 180. He's now like plus 225 because I got these lines when I did the Yannick and Florian. He's like plus 235, plus 225 on DraftKings. I'll check that. Versus Muhammad Naimov. I can't pronounce this guy's name. I had a full-on breakdown on the Anakin Florian. Like I couldn't, this was like Chinese to me. I still can't say his name. Naimov, Muhammad Naimov, minus 218. Surprised by this line, if I'm being honest with you. Let me see what it is now. Yeah, Bogdan plus 235. So Bogdan, I don't think is world class, but I do think he has some things about him that's going to make him a tough out for a guy like Naimov. Naimov just throws heat. He's got short arms, big power, and he lets it go. Very explosive, fast twitch muscle, but he doesn't really set anything up with good combos. He's got okay kicks. He's got some good wrestling. So he can confuse you with some level changes and throw big hands. That's how he catches most people. But I think Bogdan Grod has better striking. I think his kicks are really good. I think his movement's good. And I think his grappling is equally as good. I've never seen Bogdan really get put down on his back. So that concerns me because Naimov, if he's losing the stand-up, he might go back to his wrestling and put Bogdan on his back and say, I'm going to keep you here. Fuck that stand-up stuff. But I don't know. I just think Bogdan has a little more toughness and fight to him. And you're giving me a big number. It was plus 180. Now it's plus 225. So I'm hitting you with 2 here. That's slime ball cannon number 1.
Hello? Okay, this is Dog.
Okay, it's a dog. Oh, by the way, I'd like to formally announce, I shouldn't do this, but Dog the Bounty Hunter is going to be a part of 3PC. All right, here we go. No, I'm just kidding. Have you seen Dog the Bounty Hunter lately? I saw like a clip. I was strolling past Instagram, and he was doing an interview about something, right? This dude's had so much. I mean, he's 70 years old. This dude's face is like Mickey Rourke. I'm like, dog, what did you like lips and eye? I mean, he looks like a fucking alien. What are you doing, bro? Back to the point. I like Bogdan Grod here. Plus 225, plus 235. Let's get that number up. I know Naimov, he's going to be the crowd favorite. People are going to root him to win. And he has obviously the ability to win with the big power, right? But I don't think he can wrestle for 3 rounds. I think that's what he's going to need to take to beat a guy like Bogdan Grod. I hope Bogdan, if you don't want to take the full load, the full beans on Bogdan at that money, go plus 3.5. I'm not sure what that is. If they have that line up right now, they do not. But if you don't want to go full beans, go plus 3.5 because I think Bogdan's going to steal around. It needs to be a close fight. And I'm hope the judges give it to us, baby. We need one, baby. We need one. All right, next up, you got Nicholas Moda plus 350 versus Nazim Sadikov minus 455. I think Nazim, he's staying relatively put. Yeah, minus 455. So Nazim Sadikov won it on this card, begged to get on this card. They gave him this card. They're giving him a Nicholas Moda, who Moda is aggressive, powerful, leaves openings, has been knocked out 3 times in his career. And I just think Nas, there's a burp right there. That's the Coca-Cola for you. I just think Nas is, his debut, he looked good. He's looked better in every fight since his debut, right? The guy's sturdy. The guy's got a good chin. The guy's cardio for days. He's a thick tank dude for 55. I think Moda is going to come out aggressive, maybe want to try to wrestle a little bit, which I think will be a bad idea. I like Nas here big. He's my mortal lock.
He's a mortal lock and I'm going to wheel him.
He's my slime ball. That's my anchor, my slime ball. And I like Nas by KO. I gave that on the show on the Anchor Florian. I'm going to give it out here. Nas by KO. I don't have the number. I just think Moda, who I think, at plus 350 isn't a bad price. He's got power. He's surprised before, and he's solid, right? I just think Nas is levels ahead of Moda at this point with toughness and skill. And I'm very confident in Nas. You know what I mean? And I get this all the time when I go heavy And I love like a Longo guy. People are like, oh, you're just doing that for Ray Longo. I don't know Nas at all. We don't follow each other. I've never interacted with the guy. I love Ray Longo to death, but I don't know this guy, right? I just think truly take Ray Longo out of the consideration. This guy's the real deal. And he's getting training in Long Island. He's going out to Vegas, getting looks out there. Man, yeah, I think he's going to cruise here. I think it's going to be a knockout. I think Nas is going to. And listen, I'm not telling you anything. Vegas already knows he's minus 455. I'm not giving you like some fucking, pick 'em here, right? I just truly believe in Nas. I think he's a solid fighter. All right, next up, probably one of my favorite fights, maybe next to the main event. Muktabek Orbai, minus 165 versus, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Tufik Musayev, plus 140. Let me tell you something. Let me see if these lines are accurate, because I got these. Okay, yeah, so Orbai is minus 166, Musayev is plus 140. Let me tell you something here, babe. Let me tell you something about Musayev. This dude's a killer, right? This motherfucker has a chin. He stays in the pocket and throws. His offensive wrestling is very good. His defensive wrestling needs work. His defense submission game needs work. His offensive wrestling is good. Him on top is dangerous. Him on the feet, this dude throws. He throws hands. Problem is Orbai's got a chin from hell. I mean, this dude's chin is next level. He got fucking roasted by Roundbecky, right? His face was messed up, fucked up, right? And guess what? He was like, doesn't matter. I'm fucking gonna keep going hard, just hard for days. And split decision, almost won the fucking fight, right? You know what I mean? Orbai, young guy, good grappling, strong as shit. The only issue is he doesn't really start striking like he could until like halfway through the second round, third round. He's very stiff in the beginning. If you're stiff against Musayev, he will fucking shut your lights off. I don't know if Orbai can get his lights shut off. The guy's got a fucking steel head, but you got to be careful. Musayev, former champion, risen. Really, really good prospect. A lot of his losses come by submission. That's his Achilles heel. Orbai's got some submissions, got some ground game. That's good. What he's going to do in this fight. He's going to want to take him down. I'm picking Orbai, but here's the slime ball parlay. The final leg is Musayev plus 3.5. It's minus 150. I think he's getting around. First round, maybe, probably, because Orbai tends to start slow, literally and figuratively. He doesn't move very well in the first round. And Musayev, I think, is going to jump on him. I think it's his hometown crowd, UFC debut, going to get those jitters out. He's going to jump on him. I think he'll win round one, maybe start getting drowned in round two, maybe get finished in round three. But I'm taking Musayev plus 3.5. That's minus 150. That's the slime ball. So real quick, before we get to the end, I'm going to give the slime ball now, then I'll repeat it. Slime ball, Nas, Bogdan Grod, and plus 3.5 on Musayev. That's 581 currently on DraftKings. Bet's been placed. Woo! Let's go. I'll remind you at the end. All right, next up, Curtis Blades, minus 290 versus Rizion Kunv, plus 235. I think this is kind of disrespectful for Curtis Blades. They booked this fight like 3 times. Kunv can never make it to the octagon. And Curtis Blades, he's fought everybody, the best of the best. Yeah, does he have the best wins against the best of the best? No, but he's been in there. Kunv is a guy whose biggest win has got overturns. He pissed hot. He fought 2 scrubs on the Contender Series who haven't won a fight since they fought him. You know what I mean? I think he's a decent fighter. I think he's big. He's strong. He's got some good clinch work and whatever. But I think Curtis Blades is going to drown him here. I think the wrestling, the athleticism, the striking, the speed, everything is just a different level here. Could Kunv catch Blades? Yes. That's been Blades' biggest kryptonite his entire career. Is a heavy puncher, can catch him early. But if not, he drowns people and he beats him up and he finishes them. I like Blades.
Send him home early.
That's my send him home. I was going to double up on Nas. I want to give you more bit. I like more plays. I like Curtis Blades by TKO. I don't think he's really a submission threat. I think he's going to take him down, beat him up. Kunev's going to get tired, and Blades is going to get TKO on top. So give me Curtis Blades and finish. All right, combat event. Rafael Fiziev, minus 108. Let's see what this line. The line was moving earlier this week. Plus 105 for Fizv. And Bahamundes is minus 125. So you guys know how I like Bahamundes. I picked against him his last time out. He looked career best. This dude's biggest issue, it has been, and he's working his ass off with those studs in Chicago, Mike Valley, Bilal, all those fucking studs. They got a great camp over there. But his issue's been the Trey Ogden fight, the Ludovic Klein fight. He won the Trey Ogden fight, but the grappling, the strong grapplers that can take him down. Fiziev, can grapple a little bit. He's a really good striker. His leg kicks are dynamic, but he can grapple a little bit. And he's pretty good on top. And I think he needs a win, so I think he'll do whatever it takes to get a win. I think grappling might be that. But the problem with that is when he grapples, he's not used to it. He might get tired. I don't think Bahamundes is going to get tired. So Bahamundes could lose a couple early rounds or maybe getting out grappled, but I don't see him losing the 3-round fight getting out grappled because Fizv is going to get tired. I like Bahamundes here. I like his range as well. I think on the feet, I think it's good. It'd be really interesting because Fizv is such a high-level striker, but he is a little short. He's a little more compact. And Bahamundes has striking from a different part of the country that's really not known. Is he from Chile, right? They're not really known to produce world-class kickboxers, but he's got some snap to him and his range and his killarness in there. He's got some missions as well. I like the low number on Bahamundes. I'm going to take him and I'm going to give it to the ladies one time, right? If you don't want your lady to hear this, you don't want your wife to hear this, whatever, tell her to leave the room now because I'm going to say the sexiest name in the UFC in the sexiest way I can, and I can't be responsible for what happens, okay? So here we go. Ignacio Bahamundes. I mean, what are we doing here? I got a little swelled up on that one. I got myself going. All right, main event, Khalil Roundtree Jr., -162 versus Jamal Hill, +136. Let's see if this line is holding true. Yeah, I mean, Jamal Hill's now +105, so actually it's got some money coming out on Khalil Roundtree Jr., -125. Kenny Florian, spoiler alert, was bullish on Khalil Roundtree Jr., as was I, but not as much as Kenny. And Kenny has been fucking fire hot this year. The guy is, Kenny's the best, but the guy is on fire. And he put full beans, $1,000 on Roundtree. The only thing I see, I'm picking Roundtree. Like, okay, but I'm starting to have doubts because Jamal Hill, he looked really bad against Yuri. His footwork, his everything looked bad, right? His defense, everything looked bad. That's the worst he's ever looked. Could he be coming back from the Achilles too soon? And he only got in there Pereira for a little bit before the year. He's dealing with injuries. We don't see him as active as he used to be, all that stuff. Sure. But he just basics, crossing your feet, squaring up. It didn't look great. But when he's on, his straight punches, his length, his speed, his accuracy is very, very good. Khalil has a really high guard. He's hard to hit. Pereira had a hard time hitting him. A lot of those heavy shots that Pereira landed, obviously Pereira landed on him. He finished them. But some of those exchanges landed on Khalil's arms. He covers very, very well. And he counters very well. And he's obviously incredibly powerful. That's what I think the difference is. I am a little hesitant because I think Jamal Hill could clip Khalil. Khalil has had a career in the UFC battled of inconsistency. This guy is on fire right now. Obviously he's coming off a loss, but before that, on fire. He found his confidence. He's a married man now. Spent some time in Thailand. I think he's got a good camp, good people around him. Always comes in shape. At least, used to not come in shape, but now always comes in shape. Ripped up, hits like a truck. I think Khalil's going to need a leg kick and counter really well here. And be careful for Jamal's counters because Jamal is a long-range guy that can sneak one in there and put you out because he does have power. I'm going Khalil. I can't wait for this fight. I'm so happy it's midday. I love a good midday fight so I don't fall asleep because I'm an old fucking man. And -125 currently on Khalil. When I picked him on Monday, when Kenny picked him on Monday, he was -162. So there's been line movement right there. People like Jamal Hill in this spot. It's a very tough fight to pick. It really depends what kind of people show up. If Jamal Hill is completely different than what he was against Jiri, then this is going to be a different fight. I think this is going to be very competitive. But if Khalil is locked in, dialed in, and is confident like he has been, it could be a really good night for him. Very, very exciting stuff. I stayed away with any locks or anything on the main event because I'm very unsure. I'm going back and forth and being a little weeble wobble bitch. But I'm going Khalil Roundtree. All right, so just to recap. Send him home, Curtis Blades, Mortal Lock, Nas, and Dog Lock, Bogdan Grod. Slime Ball, Nas, Bogdan Grod, and Musayev, +3.5 at -150. You put that on DraftKings right now, you get +581. Love it, right? Green Hammers, Oban Elliott by decision. Don't have that number yet. I'll tweet all this out. First part of the video is the most important. I know you guys like the picks. I like giving the picks too, but the first part of this video is the most important. Go support 3PC, baby. I can't tell you enough how amazing it is. Come see your boy in Chicago. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe on 3PC. We got things coming. We got things moving. And it wouldn't be possible. I got to mention this. None of this would be possible without you guys. Without the endless support that my hardcore listeners, my new listeners, everyone has showed me. It wouldn't be for you. I wouldn't be on Anakin Florian. I wouldn't be continuing to do an Anakin Florian. I definitely want to have the opportunity to be with 3PC right now. I mean, literally, I was doing this when I had 10 viewers. And I think, and I'll do it again if I go back to 10 viewers, because out of those 10 people that watch me, I love every single one of you guys. And it doesn't matter the number. You know, I know we're in a numbers game here. That's the world we live in. And I don't have the biggest numbers, but I think I have the best fans. And I think I have the best people that follow me. And you guys are the reason that I'm doing this. You guys are the reason that all my success happened. I can contribute to hard work. I can contribute to this charisma your boys got. But truly, it's you guys. It really is. And that's flat out the truth. I love you. And thank you for all your support. And let's win some money this weekend and go to 3punchconvo.com. And let's take that to the fucking moon. All right, guys. I'll see you.